Well, that was an episode. How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're gonna talk about Batwoman season 3, episode 12, titled "We Having Fun Yet?" And boy, oh boy, is this an episode and a half? Um, so Mary goes to revisit. No, sorry. Yeah, let's just start with that. Mary goes to revisit her sister in Arkham, and she finds her trying to zap herself with like, but it wasn't working because it didn't have enough voltage and shit, and so it was like it just wasn't working. It wasn't knocking her out or any of that. And she's like, you need to like calm down, like, girl, what the hell? Anyway, Mary mentions that there's a place in Switzerland that can help her. Um, she's of course no more cells, no more anything. Like she's just done with everything. Um, Now, meanwhile, while this is happening, Marcus is remembering that the Joker told him his ultimate plan right before he zapped him. I don't know why the Joker decided to tell some little kid right before zapping him what his I guess. Trying to find out what the Joker was. Anyway, and he finds it. More on that later. Oh boy, this is the beginning. It's already crazy. We're like 2 minutes into the episode, maybe five, and I'm already cursing the very name of the writers for this show. Anyway, so Mary goes to Sophie, Luke, and Ryan as they're discussing plan of action and whatnot. And Mary tries to plead with the other three to give the buzzer to her sister, right? Like she's not gonna survive another mental break. And she's like, "You guys promised you would let me have a voice after the whole Poison Ivy 2.0 situation." And she's like, "This is me using my voice, right?" She wants to save her sister. Uh, Now, of course, this lovely moment is interrupted by Marcus uh telling Gotham that in 5 hours he's going to name drop Batwoman and everyone should be outside. Um in comes Jada. She's like, "Look, you guys gotta do something." And Luke's like, "Yeah, I can't even take a screen cap without the wing computer." And apparently Jada has Lucius in her head going, Jada, you let my son save the city with a smartphone? Like, it's like you best be using your resources to help my son, kind of thing. Because apparently Jada and Lucius were friends. Which, hey, let's go. Anyway, they bring in the quantum computer and whatnot, and Luke's like, "Oh my god, this makes the bat computer look like it's a hamster on wheels." I love it. Anyway, um, mentioning that they don't have the buzzer anymore, because Ryan had gone to visit Beth, and they had a chat. We discover what goes on in that chat throughout the episode. Needless to say, Alice has told Beth, whichever. She has not only gotten the buzzer from Ryan, but she has revealed Marcus's plan in its entirety. Now, Ryan goes to Jada and is like, "Look, you promised we'd save Marcus, and like I failed my kids once. I'm not gonna do it again. What do you need?" Right? Like, we reveal the thing, right? Marcus committed patricide, right? Uh, Jada reveals this information, and Ryan successfully gets Wayne Enterprises back, and now the DOJ's involved in investigating Marcus. I mean, that seems excessive for patricide, but you know what? Let's go with it, right? I'm pretty sure patricide is just Gotham PD, but you know. Unanimous reinstatement of Ryan. Because it turns out Marcus is going to blow up the city. well, not blow up the city. He's gonna dump Joker's acid bombs on like half the city. To ruin Batwoman's good name and all of this. It really wouldn't like. I mean, it would because this is a comic book show and whatnot, but like it shouldn't. Like, obviously, one woman cannot save the whole city from an acid bath. I say that. Anyway, so Ryan goes out. They try and remaneuver the blimp so that it's not above Gotham, and a danger to all of the people of Gotham. They manage to use the Penguin's umbrella and Gotham's not Gotham, the Batcave computer to hypnotize everyone into taking cover. Um, this leads to Ryan grappling up to the blimp because Marcus shot the pilot of the blimp as well as the console on the blimp. To take it offline. Now Ryan had to go up to disarm the bombs. She doesn't succeed in that. A fight breaks out between the two siblings where Marcus is like, "Mommy doesn't love you," which we know is untrue. She has proven that she does care for Ryan in the past few episodes. Uh, Throughout this entire episode, anytime Beth was shown, I'm just like, I hate the writers. I need to say this like right now because it's about to be relevant. Anyway, um, now the fight leads them to. I don't think it's Wayne Tech Tower. It's either the Wayne Tower or the GCPD Tower. One of the two. They just end up there on one of the skyscrapers in Gotham. Anyway, so as Ryan is hanging on from a bar because Marcus is Marcus, and hold on to Marcus, she's like, "I'm not letting you go." Right? Like, this girl wants her family whole. Beth comes in. She's like, "I told you this is what's gonna happen." She reaches out for both, and in so doing, she gives the buzzer to Batwoman. Once they're on top and Marcus tries to come back in to attack Batwoman, pow! She just right. You get Batwoman just smacking him on the side of the head, boo, and knocking him out. We get a response from, "This doesn't mean we're friends." Beth, she's like, "This doesn't mean you're friends," and I can't help with that, pointing at the blimp. Luke has gone up into the blimp and installed his father's AI because all Bat Tech can talk to each other. Lucius was very he had that future sight with that idea. But then again, Lucius was like an uber super genius of like untold proportions. Like, of course, the man thought of literally everything when creating Bat Tech. Luke steers the blimp into steers the ship into the most like deserted area of Gotham where nobody is, and it crashes. He also successfully escapes. In this episode, they reiterate as well that both Mary and Luke are crushing on each other still, which is great for me to see. I want them to be happy, and whether they're together or not, I want them to be happy with each other. Um, but hey, uh, it is what it is. Anyway, also Sophie had like a freak out on Ryan, just like, it's like, "You aren't doing crazy shit. I'm not allowing it," kind of thing. Like, "You're not leaving me." Like, it's a very heartfelt, like, loving, touchy feely moment, which was nice to see. But yeah, so Gotham is saved, right? We could talk about this for 10 minutes, jeez. Um, Beth has now re-dyed her hair back to dark brown, and she has gone to find herself. Um, we know this because after I don't remember where the note was no, this was okay, so we find this out because they obviously took Marcus to Mary's clinic, and she left Mary a note with the pamphlet for the thing from Switzerland. I'm hoping this means that she's going to Switzerland to get better, right? And not like I'm going on a journey all over the world to hopefully get better. Although, was it Tibet? Well, the place where Wally is. I think it was Tibet, right? Because obviously we know Wally West is like a monk and shit. In one of the like, I think it was Tibet. I don't know. Someone could correct me down in the comment section. If y'all are watching this, you're probably watching Flash and all of that. But correct me in the location if it's not Tibet down in the, or confirm it's Tibet. You know, it's gonna be bothering me for the rest of the day until I forget tonight. Anyway, a lot of these scenes would have been really good to just bring in Wally, just. Although to be fair, Legends also has a couple of that today. Anyway, so yeah, Beth, Alice, let's go with Beth. Beth is nicer. Beth has gone off to find herself, hopefully in Switzerland. If not, hopefully in Tibet. To meet with Wally. Wally's pretty chill. I miss him. Anyway, Marcus wakes up and he is back to normal. Or at least he seems to be back to normal. Anyway, they go back up to Wayne Tower. The team is ready. Mary wants to celebrate, you know, pop the bubbly and whatnot, but Ryan's like, nah, this is Gotham. We don't get days off, and they reopen. They put back what I'm pretty sure are Martha Kent's pearl necklace back where it belongs, and they reopen up the Batcave, and it's time for Batwoman times. Anyway, we changed to the news reporter lady that I don't remember her name. She's been the constant news reporter lady the last 3 seasons, and I still cannot remember her name. I don't think they've actually ever mentioned her name, to be fair. But her cameraman, she's at the location of the crash, and oh no, it seems the problem for next season has been revealed because it attacks her cameraman and possibly her, and that's where the episode ends. This season has been very much an up and down. I don't usually just go on like a mini rant after this, but this season has been very much up and down. I have been trying and hoping that we would get a redemption arc for Alice since season 2. Obviously, we couldn't in season 1 because Kate was weird about it. I don't know why, but anyway, since season 2 with Kate's death, actually, I've been wanting for us to get a redemption arc, and the writers keep fucking it up. Do I hope she finally get, because they're just essentially they're torturing what is essentially an innocent soul at this point. Like they're just being douches. To Alice, Beth, however you want to address her, they're being unnecessarily unnecessarily douchebags for like. You can't just tease the redemption arc and then be like, nah, we're just gonna have her have a nervous breakdown and get even worse. Excuse me. That's not fair to any of the characters on the show, not just Beth. Like you've pretty much screwed multiple storylines and made them really difficult to watch as a result. Now, am I glad that we might actually finally get the redemption arc this character deserves? Yes. Am I hoping for it? Yes. Do I believe she will? Not a chance in hell, because I know the writers are going to screw it up within the first 3 episodes of season 4. Now, of course, if they prove me wrong, more power to them. But anyway, overall, this season was great. It had uh, very many ups and downs, but it ended on a good note. It ended on a really high note, actually. And I cannot wait to see season 4. The episode pretty much makes it. This season is good overall because of this final episode. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the episode and the season as a whole down in the comment section down below. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe for new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.